Hey guys, Kapung with maybe welcome back to my interviews. Basically, every week I'll try to watch an anime or rewatch an anime, and then I'll review for you guys. Like before, I've said anime like One Piece, Bleach, Fairy Tail, and such will probably not be reviewed as they'll take too long to review, and I would just get cluttered up with anime episodes to take so much time into watching stuff like that. It just take too much time, so I won't be doing them. So let's get straight to the main point. Before I do, you guys, if you guys watch my anime reviews weekly, you would have seen this Monday I uploaded the Plastic Memories review. You can click over here to see it. I uploaded that review on Monday, if you read the description or check Twitter, because it could not render properly in Camtasia. I tried rendering it so many times, over and over again, and it just wouldn't render, and I started getting fed up. So I took a little break, and then I uploaded it finally after getting it rendered finally, which took way longer than you anticipate. I planned that review either that Friday of last week or the week before that, and nothing was working. I had to re-record it, and then I had to re-render it way more times than I can even count. So I'm happy it was out. I uploaded on Monday because you guys didn't get many reviews for the past while. So this week I wanted to make sure I got a review out, so hopefully there's no problems. This week we'll be reviewing an anime I've been neglecting to touch forever, since in my opinion, it's very I have a very different opinion in it, like my opinion in Toradora. This week is Love, Chunibyo, and Other Delusions. This anime has a sub, so we're going to be focusing on that, obviously. But there is a dub, but we are not going to be touching it because the voice acting is literally unbearable to the point of disappointment. It's hilariously bad. If you want to watch that, go ahead. It's hilariously bad. There are 12 episodes in an OVA. There is a second season, but we won't be talking about that yet. Let's get straight to it. Like usual, I'll only be explaining the most important points of the anime, like the characters, story, settings, relations, voice acting, animation, music, and the genre, and we always start with the genre here. It's school life romantic comedy. That's all. Now for the setting. The setting is based in Japan, like most anime are. There isn't anything really special either. It's just normal Japan. Although there is a big focus on the thing called Chunibyo. Chunibyo is known as 8th grade syndrome, which is basically you're older than you should be. You're older than 8th grade, maybe high school, maybe adult, and you act as if you have supernatural powers or you're a superhero like from an anime or cartoon. And people think this is crazy because you have an imagination. Oh. Now for the characters, there are a good amount of main cast, but picking up the supporting cast from the main cast is pretty annoying in this anime. We will be talking about 4 people today, only because they actually help progress the story, unlike 2 others that we should be talking about, but we're going to ignore because they're only there for comic relief. I'm going to deliberately leave out info just to avoid spoilers. So let's get straight to it. First is Yuta Togashi, the main protagonist, and a person trying his best to make new friends and actual friends and be normal in his own sense. He was once a Chunibyo, but he got over it and wants to pretend it never happened. He's not the most heroic person, but he's there when it's important. Honestly, his character is pretty boring unless he's freaking about whenever someone mentions his Chunibyo syndrome when he was in middle school. Second is Rika Takanashi, the actual delusional one. She still has Chunibyo syndrome and acts as if an evil organization is always after her. Her delusions are so strong that anything and everything is related to her delusions when she wants them to be. She's legitimately crazy. Third is Shinka Nibutani, the class rep of Yuta's class along with Yuta and is part of the cheerleading club. She's a super popular person and is admired by everyone in their school. Fourth is Makoto Ishiki, Yuta's new friend, and is an upbeat, normal person. He is very passionate about girls, but isn't a pervert in a sense. He's always there to listen to Yuta's problems and help out whenever a situation occurs for him to come and help. For comic relief, he's there for that mostly. Now for the story starts with the high school finally starting for Yuta and the others. Yuta has decided to throw away his delusions and start a brand new normal life. He finally makes friends on the first day and things go pretty smoothly until he decides to throw out his delusion signature line while he's alone to finally throw it away for good, not realizing that Rika was actually a fair distance away and heard it all. She confronts him about his ultimate power and explains her power to Yuta, and it only freaks him out and tries to convince her not to tell anyone. The story goes on with their life and shenanigans that go on with Rika's delusions. Now for the animations, they are pretty nice, high quality, that fits my preference really well. I have no real complaints. Also, when they act out the delusions and animate them properly, that shit looks sick. Now for the voice acting, I don't know what to say here other than that they sound generic. They all voice characters from recent anime and I remember watching, but I had to Google that to remember. They didn't make an impression on me in this anime, which is depressing. They weren't bad, but they didn't make me have a good impression of them. They didn't make me want to remember them. Now for the music. The opening theme is okay, nothing too special, but the video is trippy as hell. It hurts my head trying to focus while watching it. The ending isn't anything special either, neither is the music. It's all normal, not bad, not good. Now for the rating part of these reviews. As a rating, I will split it up into 5 different categories: the voice acting, animation, story, characters, and overall enjoyability. Voice acting will be first. 15 out of 20. They weren't bad in any way. My problem was that they didn't feel special to me. They felt like they fit who they played, I guess, but I can't really say that they were amazing at their job. Animations, 20 out of 20. I really liked them. I knew I'd like them the moment I saw them, and I wasn't disappointed in the slightest. Story, 10 out of 20. Yeah, so the start of this anime makes it seem like a really normal rom-com where nothing really happens. It is like that for a while, but halfway through, things get story-based, and for some reason, I couldn't take it seriously at all. I have no clue why, but I guess since I was expecting a normal rom-com, when things started getting really serious, it just didn't click well. Characters, 5 out of 20. They were boring. Very boring and stupidly generic. The girl who changes the main character's life. The girl who's very different from when you thought. The guy who's always helping the protagonist. It just keeps going on. 5 points I added were for Yuta because there were a lot of moments where I thought he just wouldn't take shit. He just doesn't take shit, and it was really good. He always retaliates whenever someone mentions him being a Chunibyo at one time, and is always lightly hitting Rika for her delusions. But the rest of them are fucking boring. Really fucking boring. Enjoyability, 5 out of 20. I tried enjoying this anime a lot, but I didn't feel sad. I didn't feel mad. I didn't feel happy or excited at all. I felt disturbed because I couldn't understand why I didn't like it. I tried to make it resonate, but it didn't. It tried to be a bit more serious than it seemed, and that has nothing to do with it majorly. Sure, the characters weren't the best, but they weren't trash. I just didn't enjoy watching it. Let me explain something. This anime is about finding your true self, the person inside you that you're trying to hide, that you want to just open up about. And I can see why a lot of people would feel a connection to this anime, because many people go through something like this. I just never really did, their inner child of some sort. I've always been really open about who I am to any type of person, and I've been the same person to almost anyone. Even strangers and people I meet for the first time. This anime just didn't resonate with me for that reason. Although there was some points I enjoyed, I just didn't enjoy it as a whole. Overall score, 55 out of 100, 55%. If you're going through emotional inside problems, this is for you, I guess. A passing grade for this anime. I hope you enjoyed the video. In the description there should be a link to watch it free on Crunchyroll. ScottyPF may be out. See you guys next time.